Dawn on New Year's Eve 2015, and about 200 intrepid devotees and monks from Wat Tam Doi Thon in Chiang Mai set off to scale Doi Pa Nam, Thailand's second highest mountain. Morale was high as they set off at a brisk pace along the dense jungle trails. They were making the climb to pay respect to the spirits who live in a small pagoda which Phra Ajahn Piyadasi, the abbot of Wat Tam Doi Thon, had built on top of the mountain about 15 years ago. He'd enlisted the aid of 70 local hill tribe people to perform the gruelling task of carrying all the bags of cement and sand up to the building site. The climb is an annual event, following a well-worn but rather steep trail, and already some were beginning to have doubts about their ability to complete the mission, as well as a slight feeling of guilt.
I have this guitar made in Vietnam. It's double neck, really nice guitar. But, Pachan asked me to bring this guitar so that, Taylor, who's a singer, can play for the kids and for, the people who enjoy the mission of going to the peak of the mountain today. And I feel bad, because it's quite heavy and I don't want them to carry. But if, I have to carry it myself, then I'll probably leave it behind.
That's our ultimate destination there in the background. And Chris and I have only just started. We've done about half an hour, probably. And we're still at the bottom of the mountain. I don't know if I'll get up there even with the aid of my mighty Sir Geoffrey Hill Pigsmith's walking stick. But if I don't, Chris is going to take over the videoing of the production.
You're not...
No, it's too steep.
And it wasn't long before Steve's fears were realised. As he sat brooding over his failed attempt to scale the mountain, a friendly family of fellow climbers rallied round to offer support and encouragement.
Have a nice trip.
Right, okay, thank you. And we'll see you at the bottom when you come back. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Then help arrived from an unexpected quarter.
Can you hold the camera for me? Now, so if you hold it, and I'll talk to the camera. Okay. Now, I've reached the end of the road. I had to say goodbye to Chris back in the jungle there, and make my way back to the camping ground. And at the moment, the very friendly strawberry farmer and cabbage grower here is immortalising this great moment. He's doing a very good job too, by the look of it. You could give up farming and become a cameraman. Did a very good job, thank you. Copkin Cup. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chris was busy welcoming another veteran of the annual hill climb. Kruba Pan Titamano was the man who supervised the hill tribe workers during the building of the pagoda. As Kruba Pan Titamano reached the summit, a dense cloud of fog blanketed the mountaintop, as Chris asked him to cast his mind back through the mists of time to the time when they built the pagoda.
The Wat Tam Doi Thon team has been coming on this climb for many years now, and we work together to come up here. It is not an easy walk. Even the monks have to train by doing lots of walking meditation. We carry the sand and cement bit by bit. 70 hill tribe people were involved. They worked for no money as they did the work to make merit. It took 10 days to carry the sand and cement, and the actual construction took only 1 day. By a miracle, we found a small creek close to the top of the mountain, so we didn't have to carry the water up the mountain, as water is even heavier than sand and cement.
And all the hard work by the young volunteers who struggled up the slopes of Doi Pa Nam, carrying Chris's heavy Vietnamese double-neck guitar, did finally pay off. Taylor Cochrane's music and songs blended perfectly with the activities that followed. And as they made their way back down the slopes of Doi Pa Nam, The climbers marvelled at how the hill tribe people had managed to carry all those bags of cement, sand and water up the mountain. But as Prajan Piyadasi explains, they were simply practicing their walking meditation, an exercise that not only develops and strengthens their minds, but strengthens their bodies as well. If you'd like to join the expedition to Doi Inthanon at the end of this year, contact the team at Wat Tam Doi Tone via their website. Wat Phra Ta Sri Phrachinawong on the road to Doi Inthanon in Chiang Mai's Mae Wang district is the home of Phra Kruba Pan Titamano. Mr. Shari Chisumre, who made the climb and met the pagoda-building monk, decided to drop by the next day to have a tour of his temple. He was met at the top of the steep stairway to enlightenment by Phra Kruba Pan, who introduced him to the effigies that he'd made of some of his predecessors. This is Phra Kruba Chinawong from Lamphun, who died many years ago. And this is Phra Kruba Kaupi, who also passed into the next world a long time ago. And Phra Kruba Wichai, who was their teacher. He was extremely well known and highly regarded in the area, as can be seen by the amount of wax that's accumulated at the base of his statue from all the offerings of candles from his admirers. And this amazing collage of faces took him 5 months of painstaking work to complete. The view from the temple is impressive, as is this giant hand of the Lord Buddha, which took a year to make.
เราใช้เวลาในการก่อสร้างประมาณกี่เดือนครับ
อันนี้ก็สร้างไปเรื่อยก็ใช้เวลาเป็นปี
ใช้เวลาเป็นปีเลย
เพราะว่าทำตันไงก็คือแน่นแบบแน่นหนา
ไม่โปร่ง
It will eventually be grafted onto this huge body of the Buddha, which Phra Kruba Pan estimates will tower 100 metres into the sky when it's finally completed. The body is hollow and is big enough to be used as a meditation centre for dozens of devotees. It's a massive project. Phra Kruba Pan is now 48 years of age and has been the abbot of Wat Phra Ta Sri Phrachinawong for the last 8 years. He must sometimes wonder if he's bitten off a bit more than he can chew. Will he see his dreams fulfilled in his lifetime? He's dependent on donations, so that he and a small band of devotees who toil arduously in terrifying conditions, climbing through this maze of bamboo scaffolding with their trowels and buckets of cement, can complete their task. One way of raising funds is by telling people's fortunes. He's quite good at it, and some of his predictions have been uncannily accurate. Mrs. Nat Kinney Giramantip and her daughter Penelope were recent visitors, all the way from Australia, where Penelope is about to embark on her second year at South Brisbane State High School. Her mother is a trifle concerned about her daughter's progress and future, but Phra Kruba Pan had some reassuring advice.
He said if I wanted to get A grades for school, then I would have to concentrate more, listen to the teacher, and he also told me it's going to be the best year out of all the years I've been through. He said I'm very good with art, and this year for my elective I'm going to be doing art.
Meanwhile, Penelope's cousin heir has been roaming the grounds of Wat Phra Ta Sri Phrachinawong in search of material for an upcoming photographic assignment. She's a student of photography at the Po Chung Art College in Bangkok. The temple is over 1,000 years old and is a rich source of inspiration with its metaphysical mix of modern and ancient works of art. Phra Kruba Pan can be contacted at this Facebook address or by phoning 086 924 1992.